right, welcome everyone to Week 5 of the Miami Valley Communications Council Game of the Week. We are here in lovely Miamisburg, Ohio, Star City, for tonight's contest between the Wayne Warriors from Huber Heights, Ohio, and the Miamisburg Vikings. Jared Bergstrom and myself, Michael Slider, are here to call tonight's game. We hope you're going to enjoy the broadcast. We were here a couple weeks ago for the matchup between Miamisburg and Troy. Jared, what do you think we're going to see tonight?
Tonight's going to be a lot of action-packed football. Wayne has the best defense in GWalk, and Miamisburg has the best rushing offense in GWalk. So it'll be a battle of the trenches by far the whole game as we are underway.
There's kickoff fielded at about the 3-yard line. We have a flag on the play, and that was number 24 for the Vikings. That is Tony Clark, received the ball at the 3. He moves out to, looks like the 26-yard line. We'll wait and see what the penalty is. Holding call against the Vikings. That's going to be 10 yards from the spot of the foul. Both teams starting out 4-0 this year. Neither one having any conference games so far. Wayne Warriors actually coming in ranked number 3 in the state, number 2 in Division I, and currently ranked number 26 in the USA by Max Preps USA. Miamisburg Vikings also off to a good start this year at 4-0, currently ranked number 45 in the state of Ohio. So they are having a very good season so far. Should be an exciting game this evening.
Yes, both teams are 4-0 like you mentioned, but neither team has had the perfect walk through. In week 2 for Wayne, they were at Moeller down in Cincinnati, and Wayne snuck out of there with a 2-point win, 24-20. Wayne was up 24-9 at halftime, but let Moeller come back into that game.
Handoff went up the middle out to, looks like the 11-yard line, perhaps the 12. We'll see where the ball is spotted. Looks like it's going to be about the 12. Tackle made by the Wayne interior line. Vikings so far have a 54-point positive differential. They've scored 114 points, only allowed 60. Wayne is up by 101 points. They've scored 139 and have only allowed 38. So pretty good scoring offenses so far on both sides. Quarterback hands off. Runner finds a gap up the middle. Looks like he moves to the 15 and is finally brought down. Gain of about 2 or 3 yards.
And for Miamisburg, they've had 2 very close games so far this year. In week 2, Miamisburg won 30-27 in overtime at Fairmont, scoring the game-tying touchdown as time expired. And last week, week 4, Miamisburg won 13-12 at Springfield. Springfield shut Miamisburg out until 3 minutes left in the third quarter, and Miamisburg scored the game-winning touchdown again as time expired.
Quarterback Schoenberger under center. Looks like he has to throw the ball away right as he's hit. No good. So that's going to make it, looks like 4th and 6 from right on the 15-yard line, maybe 4th and 5.
That's something Wayne's going to have to do tonight. They're going to have to shut down Miamisburg's running power. They have 3 good running backs that can come out of the backfield, and Zaven Jones, John Walker, and Tony Clark each have well-respected numbers in rushing for GWalk so far this year.
Nice punt fielded right at the 50-yard line. Looked like number 1, Messiah DeWeaver. And then he is driven back and dropped on the on the Wayne 46-yard line. So Wayne will start out 1st and 10. Tackle on the play made by number 3, Lewis Walton. Actually, I think I read off the wrong number. I actually didn't see who the tackle was. I was looking at number 3 for Wayne and credited the wrong guy on the tackle. So the Warriors start out 1st and 10 at their own 46-yard line. We'll see what they've got in score. Wayne currently on top of the GWalk Central at 4-0, followed by Beaver Creek, then Centerville, Springfield, Fairmont, and Northmont.
The only thing Miamisburg really doesn't have to worry about tonight is their
timeout. Miamisburg, that's early.
Is that DeWeaver for Wayne is not a very mobile quarterback.
We'll see how they do so far. So far, they've had a pretty good season. I know Miamisburg would like to be the first one to put a tougher game on them and try and put them in the loss column. And I'm sure that Wayne is not too happy about that thought, whatever. They would like to keep their 4-0 record going to 5-0.
And next week, beginning conference play for everybody, I believe. So going into conference play with a perfect record so far really can help you out, because conference games can go either way, no matter what your record is going into those games.
Yeah, Miamisburg next week, October 2nd, is going to be their homecoming weekend, home versus Lebanon. Then they'll go October 9th at Fairborn, October 16th at Xenia, October 23rd, home versus Springboro, and a close out the season October 30th at West Carrollton. That also will be a game of the week here on the Miami Valley Communications Council, so be sure to tune in and watch that broadcast as well. Miamisburg tied up on the line, trying to get the Wayne guys to jump. No luck there. Quarterback in shotgun takes the ball, looks across to the far sideline. The receiver is bumped in the air. He keeps the ball, runs down the sidelines.
That is number 9, LaChristian Smith. Oh, pardon me. That is number 6, Matt Wilcox.
54 yards into the end zone. A quick score for Miamisburg. Here's the replay. Here was the replay. Pass across the middle. Looks like as the receiver got hit, he was probably going to, we thought he might drop the ball, being hit from behind like that, but he was able to kind of ride it out, hold on the ball, land on his feet, turned around, and scampered about 35 yards or so into the end zone from there.
And it was almost intercepted by Jake Ross for the Vikings. He was diving kind of back towards Wilcox.
Kick is up and good. One more point on the board for the Warriors.
So Wayne has the ball for one possession, or one play, and they get a 54-yard touchdown catch and run by Matt Wilcox.
10-13 left on the scoreboard, and the Warriors are up 7-0. Looks like we may be in for a high-scoring game if the game's going to continue, or the play is going to continue this way all night.
And that's something Miamisburg's really not been contested of this year. They haven't played a fast-moving team like the Warriors from Wayne. They've played the more ground and pound, run it more traditional Dayton, Ohio football. But Wayne's kind of developed away from the running really since they had Braxton Miller.
Right.
And they've added more of an aerial attack.
Yeah, had a lot of talented guys in the quarterback position that can really air out the ball. And good receivers as well that are able to catch it and bring it down. So.
And they've had great success, especially the last several years. Last year they made it to the state championship game and lost. And they did that.
Yeah, lost to St. Edwards.
Yeah. I think they've lost to them twice in 5 years now.
Okay. Yeah, 31-21 loss. They only had 2 losses last year, one in the regular season to Centerville. That was 19-14, close game there. And then 31-21 was the final in the state championship game against Cleveland St. Edwards.
Tobias Gilman on to kick off for the Warriors.
Nice booming kick
drive
down to
into the end zone.
Yeah, about 2 yards deep into the end zone. So that'll be a touchback. Comes out to the 20-yard line, 1st and 10. The Vikings will take over. Wayne's schedule coming up. They've already won against the Canada Prep Football Academy, 38-0. That was on August 28th. September 6th beat Cincinnati Moeller 24-22 in a close game. September 11th beat Lakota West 28-9. September 18th beat Troy 49-7. Upcoming games, they've got 3 games on the road starting tonight. The 25th here at Miamisburg, October 2nd at Springfield, October 9th at Fairmont. Then they come back home October 16th against Northmont, October 23rd at Beaver Creek, and Wayne will close out the season October 30th with a home game against their big crosstown rival Centerville. Run goes to the near side and out to the 23-yard line.
That's Jake Ross with a pickup of 3 for the Vikings.
Looks like stop made by number 17, I believe.
That is Alex Otto for the Warriors. This is where Miamisburg needs to set up their own, get their game plan going. Just because Wayne came out and scored on their very first possession, you need to not abandon your play or your game plan right away. I mean, you might have to adapt later on, but I mean, it's still early, just under 10 minutes left in this first quarter.
Gain of 3 makes it 2nd and 7 from just behind the 25-yard line. Run comes to the near side. Runner finds a little bit of a gap and moves out to about the 28.
That is
number 24 running the ball, Tony Clark. One of the Wayne Warriors shaking up just a little bit on the play. That looks like 17 again, Otto, that you were just talking about. He's limping a little bit, looks like on his right ankle as he got rolled up on that previous tackle. Vikings come back to the line. Schoenberger's brought the play in from the sideline. He's under center. Takes the snap, hands off to the near sideline once again, comes out
That is
to about the line of scrimmage and get stopped once again, smothered by the Warrior defense.
Looked like Otto again on the initial hit.
He's really limping on that right ankle. That does not look good for Otto this early in the game.
So already 4th down again. Miamisburg, their running game, it's been strong all year, but against this Wayne's defensive line, it's going to be hard to try to run in between in between that. Maybe get a couple outside handoffs and pitches, maybe go into the outside. Maybe your running back has the speed to break away from that.
Back to punt for the Vikings, number 54, Joel Gray. Nice high punt, fielded at the 44-yard line.
By Lewis Walton for the Warriors.
So it'll be 1st and 10 at their own 44. Beautiful night here in Miamisburg. What do we have, about 75 degrees or so? Nice evening, a little bit overcast. Slight breeze going through, so nice night for high school football here in Miamisburg, Ohio.
Tonight's game of the week is powered by Frickers, is being recorded by the Miami Valley Communications Council and interactive media students from Kettering Fairmont High School. MVCC invites you to follow us on social media and use the hashtag MVCC_net at tonight's game. One lucky person who uses the hashtag will be chosen to be our fan of the week. We will choose someone during the 3rd quarter to come over to our booth and collect your prize. Again, use the hashtag MVCC_net for a chance to win.
DeWeaver took the ball, ran up the middle, across midfield, and down to the Miamisburg 46-yard line. He was finally stopped by number 25, Austin Turner. 1st and 10, Warriors at the Miamisburg 46. DeWeaver takes the ball, hands off. Runner bounces off one tackler and moves to the 38-yard line before finally being stopped. And let's see as soon as we get a number.
Fred Pitts for the Warriors.
All right.
Which so far on the year coming into the game, today's game, Pitts has 43 attempts for 339 yards, about an average of 7.9 yards per run and
That's
84 per game.
Nice average.
And 4 touchdowns already.
Okay. Pass goes to the far side, is complete at the line of scrimmage. Runner goes around the tacklers and looks like he's going to pick up the 1st down on the far sideline, right just inside the 35-yard line.
Looks like Daryl McCleskey with the catch for the Warriors.
1st and 10.
But everybody in the G-Walk rushing-wise is chasing Ravion Hargrove from Trotwood Madison. In 4 games, he has 80 attempts for 865 yards and 10 touchdowns.
I think he's got more yards than some of these teams we've seen so far this season. Pass. Incomplete. Dropped just off the fingertips of the receiver near the far sideline. DeWeaver under pressure and gets dropped at the end of that play right after he releases the ball, or as he releases the ball. No good on the attempt. 2nd and 10 from the 34, just about the 35-yard line. He knows that the ball might be just a foot or so inside.
That's something Miamisburg's going to have to do. They're going to have to show the Warriors one thing and quickly change before the play gets called to just try to interrupt this Warriors offense.
Mm-hmm. Quarterback hands off, run up the middle is stopped.
Immediately by, that is Jake Brown and Josh Myers meeting in the backfield for a tackle for loss.
Yeah, well, they spot the ball right back about where they started out at, so no gain on there, but no loss either. Now we have, looks like a momentary official timeout.
It'll be 3rd down and 10.
I don't think Wayne quite expected this. I don't think they were planning on being stopped this much this early. Quarterback rolls to the near side, bottom of your screen. Passes down to about the 5-yard line, and the ball sails about 3 yards past the receiver. Incomplete. Stops the clock again with 4th and 10.
I don't know how good the Warriors field goal kicking team is, so you might see DeWeaver there. You might see the Warriors go for it, or maybe DeWeaver do one of those little pooch punts that you see in the NFL a lot.
Looks like they're going to go for it with 4th and 10. Even if they don't make it, the field position isn't too bad for Miamisburg at the 35. DeWeaver drops back, pressure coming in. He passes across the middle, complete to number 22, and that is Daryl McCleskey Jr. McCleskey goes to the far sideline. Looks like he's going to pick up the first down near the 21-yard line. So the ball's now spotted, it looks like, at the 24. 1st and 10 Warriors. DeWeaver once again in shotgun. Running back on either side. Gives him the option.
Fumble
on the...
And it's Miami. Oh,
no,
that is close.
yeah, I think DeWeaver was able to wrap it up.
Yeah.
He got hit right at the end. Looked like, I believe it was number 58.
Josh
Myers. Yeah, Myers almost was able to grab that ball, but DeWeaver able to turn away and wrap it up and keep it from him.
I don't think that either the running back or the quarterback really had a hand on it. Almost a false start.
Yeah.
And it looked like the snap was high, and Myers pushed it out, and 84 almost picked it up, but it looked like it fell back into DeWeaver's arms.
DeWeaver back in shotgun again. Looks like they may be running the same play. Pass is complete across the far side down to the 21-yard line, and then he is run out of bounds
By Jake Ross for the Vikings.
So they got back up to about the original line of scrimmage. And now it's going to be 3rd and probably 9.5 to go.
You can hear the Viking call. You've got everything in G-Walk, don't you? You got the Viking call, the pirate ship in West Carrollton.
Yeah, firing off that cannon whenever they score. So that caught us by surprise a year or two ago.
What, that they scored?
No, just the cannon shot. Is all I meant. Pass
Wilcox.
to the far side.
Did Wilcox come and bounce with it? And he does.
Yep. Ref signals the touchdown. I wasn't quite sure.
It looked like he was bobbling it.
Yeah.
But
I think they were waiting to see whether he maintained. Let's see if we can watch the replay on this. Receiver goes to the far side, catches it just as he comes. Yeah, he gets his feet down, maintains the ball. I'm not sure why they hesitated on that call, because that was clearly a touchdown, but we were waiting for the ref's signal.
So Wilcox adds his 2nd touchdown of the game for the Warriors, as they are looking in business early, already up 13 pending this extra point.
Kick is up, and it's good.
Nothing. Now this is where you might see Miamisburg maybe start to air it out on this drive a little bit. Miamisburg has yet to attempt a pass yet in this game. So it might be interesting to see what Schoenberger and the Vikings will do offensively, now being down 14-0 at home.
That was Matthew Wilcox holding the ball and Nate Strong kicking the upright. I did not see who the long snapper was. We'll try and get him mentioned as well.
Tonight's game is also sponsored by Miami Valley Adapted Sports. MVAS is a Paralympic sports club that provides recreational and competitive sporting opportunities for individuals with physical disabilities. For more information, visit MiamiValleyAdaptedSports.org for more information. You can see the Miamisburg student section trying to pump up their team, trying to get them back into this game as it's still early.
Yeah. Down by 2 scores now, still in the first quarter.
Just under 5 minutes left.
Strong comes out, ready to do the kickoff again from the 40-yard line. Nice crowd here from both sides representing their respective communities. Everyone looks like they're having a good time this evening. Here's the kick, another booming kick. Looks like that's going to be right down to the goal line and about 2 yards deep into the end zone. Another touchback for Wilcox.
I thought Strong was kicking off.
Oh, correction. Sorry about that, yeah.
The number looked the same. I think I called it wrong on the first kickoff.
So another nice kick from Nate Strong. So that'll start the Vikings out 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. Jay Minton so far has had a lot of success here at the Wayne Warriors program. So it looks like, according to my stats so far, is 90 wins, 31 losses, and 0 ties between 2004 and 2015. So a very nice record.
Yeah. Well, he left a nice club down in Florida. I think it was Plantation that he left in Florida and came up here. But, I mean, the Warriors weren't bad. I think, the Schneiders were the coaches before him?
That I don't know. Gain of 1 on the play makes it 2nd and 9 from the 21. Schoenberger comes in from the sideline with the play.
You think they'd have another person out there running plays back so the quarterback won't get tired running back and forth to the sideline and not, or maybe the coach will meet him on the sideline closer to the huddle.
Got Richard Carpenter and Alex Otto back deep for the Warriors in safety. Oh, pass is broken up at the last moment.
That was intended to 13 is Tyler Johnson, and the pass is broken up by
Richard Carpenter, number 2.
There was a lot of hands on each other back and forth there. Maybe a flag should have been thrown, but with Battle undefeated, I think the refs are going to let them play it out a little bit more.
I thought Johnson might come down with that ball, but Carpenter was able to break it up just at the very last second, keep him from holding on to that.
It looked like he had possession, but I mean, once he caught it, looked like Carpenter batted it out.
Yeah. So we've got 3rd and 9 here from the 21. Miamisburg back to the line. Schoenberger under center.
Look at the gap on the right side. There's nothing there.
Looks to pass. Pass coming to the near sideline. Looks about like the same play again.
Just led Johnson a little bit much.
Intended for Johnson. Holmes stands hoping to hear a penalty flag and hear the whistle, but no good. Pass is incomplete. That's going to make it 4th and 9 from the 21.
And another punt for the Vikings. It looked like Carpenter was holding Johnson a little bit at the line of scrimmage. Maybe that's why he had the bad break on the ball, but once again, the refs are just going to let him play it out. Back-to-back possessional.
Miamisburg back to punt. Nice snap. The punt is up. A booming punt.
Another
nice
great
kick.
Punt.
That's going to come down at the 35. Breaks 1, 2 tackles. Skips over 3rd. We've got a flag, and he's brought down right at midfield.
I think that flag is tripping on the Vikings, because if we can see replay, it looks like when Wilcox made his shutter move to the left, the defender for the Vikings was going down. It looked like he just stuck his foot out for maybe a foot tackle.
Looks like we've got a holding call against Wayne. Runner was stopped by number 50, Luke Schultz. Like I said, that ball is fielded about the 34. It's about nearly a 16-yard return on that play. But after the penalty, they're going to bring it back to the 40, so it's going to be a net return of about 6 yards. 1st and 10 Warriors at their own 40.
And about a 60-yard punt.
I would say so.
Nice legs so far for the Vikings. That's what keeping Wayne pinned back, but Wayne's just overcoming each obstacle so far that the Vikings have thrown at him. Yeah,
and that's been all leg. There's no wind tonight. I mean, very minimal. The flag is just barely moving in the corner of the stadium, so that is all a very strong leg.
Dweaver hands off to Pitts.
Pitts finds a gap and runs down to, looks like the 47-yard line before being brought down.
Tackled behind by Josh Jividin for the Vikings. I think this is Wayne's worst starting field position of the night, too, was at their 40. So 2nd down and 4.
I think Amasule may have helped him out on that last tackle there, too, number 52. Warriors have 2nd and 8 at the 47. Back in shotgun. Handoff goes to the far side.
That is Pitts once again, as he will be out to the 50 and
falls across to the 49, So that's going to be a Warrior 1st down just inside Miamisburg territory. Clock starts again. 1st and 10 at the Miamisburg 49. And we'll see what kind of pace Wayne keeps up. We have the recent rule change from a year or two ago where if they get a 30-point lead or more, then the clock will run nonstop, except for injury or an official timeout. So far, we're not there, but we'll see if that ends up taking place. I believe Wayne has had that the last couple games, from what I've heard, once they got that far ahead.
Well, it's the difference between their points allowed and points against was, 111 or something?
Yeah.
So, I mean, they're not letting the opposing team score much.
Yeah, last week against Troy, it was 49-7. Lakota West, 28-9. The first week, 38-0 against Canada Prep Football Academy. Handoff goes up the middle. Runner goes to the 45-yard line. And that looks like number 24 carrying the ball, Frederick Pitts. Pickup of about 4 would make it 3rd and 6 at the 45.
This is where the Warriors have thrived all night so far, picking up each of their 3rd downs. So this is where Miamisburg needs to step up and have their defense pick up their offense a little bit. Looks like the ball was deflected at the line,
Yeah.
and he will not get the first down.
The completion was made just outside the 40 at about the 40 and a half. That's going to be close to first down, but looks like he's just a bit shy.
And
So they're going to call it fourth, and looks like about fourth and a foot, maybe 18 inches. Just outside the 40, closing in toward the end of the first quarter. 1:54 left, and the clock is running.
I see DeWeaver hiking and jumping over the line. As he does, it'll be close.
I think he's got it. He's across into about the 39. So that'll be a Warrior first down.
Looks like the ref stops for measurement. Maybe.
Yeah, I think they're going to. Yeah, official timeout on the field. They're going to go ahead and measure that, but it looks from our view up here that they're going to have that maybe just by the nose of the ball. Here you see, we saw on the replay there where DeWeaver went ahead, and as you mentioned, just went ahead and grabbed it, snuck across the middle, and dove forward to get that, get across the 40.
This is why Miamisburg wants the wind to blow the ball back a little bit.
A little bit of extra wind resistance.
Looks like he's short by
first
about
down.
the nose.
No, first down.
Or he got it by the nose.
Yeah.
So Wayne is, what is that, 2 for 2 on fourth down already in the first quarter, I believe.
Doing well so far.
Everything's clicking for him right now. It's just over a minute and a half left in this first quarter.
DeWeaver back in shotgun. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. Passes to the far side, complete at the 35. Runner moves down to the 31.
That is LaChristian Smith with the catch for the Warriors. And we have a shaken up Viking on the play.
Official timeout on the field. There we see the replay. As Weaver takes the snap, he's going to find the receiver at the top of the field. Yeah. And the receiver looks like he really got wrapped up and kind of. It wasn't the receiver wrapped up. It was the Miamisburg, one of the defenders.
Kind
of twisted around that play.
For the Vikings, slow to get up. Maybe just had the wind knocked out of him.
Back on his feet, so that's always good to see. Result of the play is going to make it, looks like second and not quite 2.
I wonder if they can put that on the scoreboard. Second and not quite 2. Looks like Miamisburg's slow to break their huddle. As Wayne looks like they're ready to go.
I don't see the, I'm just noticing, I don't see the play clocks running tonight.
There it goes.
That seemed a bit unusual. Maybe after the official timeout, but never did see the play clock start. Handoff goes up the middle. Runner finds room. He's down to the 15, 10, 5, and looks like he's in the end zone.
That is Daryl McCleskey.
So he's third. Go ahead. Sorry.
I think that's his first touchdown of the game, but a big third down run.
Yeah, 31-yard rushing touchdown for McCleskey.
So with just over a minute left in this first quarter, Wayne already has 3 scores on the Vikings.
Ball snapped. Kick is up, and it's good. Still didn't see the long snapper. Once again, that's Wilcox holding and Strong putting it through the uprights. A strong kick then.
For more information about the Miami Valley Communications Council and how it serves the community, call 438-8887 or go to www.mvcc.net. Go to mvcc.social to find us all. Find us all over our social media platforms. Follow us for updates all season long and join in on the conversation using hashtag MVCC_net. Each week we will be choosing someone at the game who uses our hashtag to be the fan of the week, who will win some cool prizes. But you can't win unless you use the hashtag MVCC_net.
As Yogi Berra would say, it seems like deja vu all over again. Here comes Nate Strong, ready to kick it from the 40 after the Wayne score.
Or it's not over till it's over. is the late Yogi Berra.
Unfortunately, he passed a couple days ago. Lost to the baseball community. A ball fielded at the 4 this time. Kick didn't go quite as far. Runner's got a little bit of room, finds a gap, and moves out to the 24-yard line.
That is Tony Clark with a return for the Vikings again. So Strong's kicks are kind of inconsistent. One makes it to the end zone, or to the back of the end zone, and then 2 of them are fielded inside or outside the 5.
We're going to have 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line. Vikings hoping to make something happen here before the first quarter runs out. Trying to get a little bit more positive yardage plays.
Well, they had the advantage on those 2 pass attempts on their last drive, but the Schurenberger just led the Johnson a little bit far on each of those. So if he can get more accurate on that, I'd say this could be a ball game as Clark is hit. No, that is Jake Ross is hit immediately in the backfield.
Yeah. Nowhere on that one. May have lost about a yard. That looks like we're going to have, we'll call it 2nd and 12 from the 22. Schoenberger once again running in from the sideline, bringing in the play.
Well, you know he's going to get his exercise for tonight.
Definitely. You get number 74, Cody Lamb, shifting to the far side. Opening up a spot for the runner. Runner goes to the far sideline and moves out to the 25-yard line. So they gained about 2, maybe 3 yards on the play, but that's not nearly going to be long enough.
Ross once again with the carry.
That's the end of the first, and we're going to have 3rd and 9 for the Vikings at the 25-yard line.
Really, in that first quarter of play, there was a lot of big plays, but they were all the Warriors' way. On the first possession, Wayne had a target down the field for a 54-yard touchdown to Wilcox. Wilcox then added a 31-yard touchdown catch and run from DeWeaver, and with about a minute left in that, I think it was Daryl McCluskey added another 31-yard run to put the Wayne Warriors up 21-0 on the road. As you can see our banner there in the background. Tonight's game is powered by Frickers and Miami Valley Adapted Sports.
Home of food, fun, and spirits all across the Miami Valley. One of your hometown companies, Frickers. There in the background, you can't see him off to the left side of your screen, but you can definitely hear the Miamisburg Viking Marching Band.
Looks like getting into a competition with bands, maybe.
Wayne's playing as well on the far side. There's the shot of the Wayne Warriors Marching Band.
I don't think they want to wait until Battle of Bands next week. They want to do it now, it looks like.
Some of the bands will be performing this weekend, I think tomorrow afternoon in local competitions. One here at UD Arena, and I think another one up at Bowling Green for some of the regional Bands of America competitions. So if both bands are competing, or whichever bands are competing, good luck to those.
And if you are going to those, you can actually post the results to one of our social media platforms, because we just don't cover sports. We cover all events in all of our sister cities that we cover.
Good point.
There at Miami Valley Communications Council.
If you'd like more information about the MVCC, give us a call on how it, as far as details and how it serves your community. Call 438-8887 or visit www.mvcc.net. Once again, this is week 5 here in the high school season for the game of the week for the Miami Valley Communications Council.
Next week it's the Spirit Chain game, is the Centerville Elks and the
Fairmont Firebirds. Yeah. Quarterback drops back. Pass is bobbled and drops incomplete at the line of scrimmage.
Looked like it was intended to Devon Calloway for the Vikings, but he never got a hand on it. And he had
a hand on it about 3 or 4 times. Unfortunately, just wasn't able to pull it in.
but I don't know if I would have want to caught it after the way I saw DeBion Holt coming after me like that. If he would have caught it, I think Holt would have knocked it loose with how hard he was coming. Looks like Joey Gray is the one who's had the excellent night tonight for the Vikings. Back on to see if he can pin the Warriors deep once again.
Punt is up. Nice kick.
Another beautiful kick as it drives
Fielded
him back
the
into the 30.
Flag on the play.
You could see that one was an obviously block in the back.
And it was number 22, McCluskey. He carries the ball, and he's down at the 38-yard line, but we have at least one flag on the play.
So that's the spot from the foul where the foul is thrown, isn't it?
10 yards from the spot. Yep. So the flag right now is laying on the 44-yard line, so that's going to bring the ball back to the 34, it looks like.
Yep, ref
yeah,
points
ball's
right
going to
there.
be spotted at the 34. Yeah, they're very good at getting that flag to land right where they spot the foul.
Yeah.
And helps us out a little bit, marking it off and calling it out for you. Beautiful sky right now. We've got a beautiful, I don't know if we can get a shot of that while they're getting
Purple
the team's
and
position.
Blue
Yeah.
and
Nice red and blue sky right over here above Harmon Field here in Miamisburg, Ohio. Wayne Warriors will start out 1st and 10 from their own 34-yard line. Quarterback and shotgun, hands off, runner goes to the far side, is hit once at the 35, slowed down a little bit. Finally looks like it's going to be dragged down at the 41, maybe the 42. We'll see where the spot is at.
that is Wilcox once again with the carry for the Warriors. About 2nd down and 4.
Jake Winkler, number 17, right in the middle of that play for the Vikings. There's a nice guy. Yeah, beautiful sunset here in Miamisburg, Ohio tonight. It'd be a nice shot to send out to the Dayton Daily News, where they put the photos in the local section between the football lights on the fall evening and the beautiful sunset. Nice shot from our camera crew. Here's some of the Kettering Fairmont interactive media students. Thank you very much for that shot.
They got some guts being down there on the sideline with that camera.
There you go, yeah.
I wouldn't want to be tackled or be down there with the chance of getting tackled.
Yeah, you may become part of the play whether you meant to or not. Looks like we have 2nd and 8, still at the 36-yard line. Pass goes to the far side, complete at the 41. Runner's got room. He breaks away from 2 tackles, moves across midfield, and is dragged down maybe the 45.
That is LaChristian Smith with a catch and run into Miamisburg territory.
And ball spotted right on the 45 now, so they're 5 yards deep. Clock starts again. We're at 10:35 and running. 1st and 10 Warriors at the Miamisburg 45. Early motion and flags.
And that was that's encroachment.
Yep.
So Miamisburg
Pick up a free 5 yards.
Yeah, free's always good.
He jumped across, tried to get back, but wasn't able to get back in time. Refs on both sides threw the flags on that. So 1st and 5, and we have another flag.
False start. I think that'll negate the 5 yards Miamisburg just gave them.
Oh, now we're back to 1st and 10 at the 45 again. Quarterback hands off. Runner comes to just the left side of where the center would have been. He runs down to the, let's call it 43, picks up about 2 yards on the play. 2nd and 8 now from the 43. Do you want it on? Oh, okay, sorry. Shotgun, pass complete over to the 40. Runner finds room and is brought down at the 30-yard line. That's going to pick up another Warrior 1st down.
That is Frederick Pitts with the oh no, that is 34. That is Antoine Wilson. with the catch and run to move the Warriors down inside the 30. But I guess I didn't see the flag on the play.
Either.
But that is a big penalty. Holding on Wayne.
Yeah. So 10 yards from the spot brings the ball back to the 42-yard line. So it looks like the net of the play is going to make it, looks like 2nd and 7 from the 42. Big loss on that one. So I'm sure the coach will mention that at halftime. Quarterback finds a gap. He runs forward and slides at the 40-yard line. So he's going to pick up about another 2 yards rushing on that play. But I think wisely chose to slide down before he got hit by 2 or 3 of the Viking defenders. So we're going to have 3rd and 5 right at the 40. Once again, thank you to Frickers. We are powered by Frickers tonight. Thank you very much for the hospitality food and the t-shirts which have been donated. Greatly appreciated by everyone here. Pass is complete to the far side. Receiver bowls over one of the tacklers and is finally brought down, looks like at the 26-yard line. Once again, that'll be 1st and 10 Wayne at the Viking 26.
I think that was LaChristian Smith again with another nice catch and run, moving the Warriors down into the 25. With 8:40 left in this second quarter of play.
DeWeaver's back, calling out a couple adjustments to his players. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far. He passes across the middle. It's tipped up and falls incomplete.
Looked like it was intended to number 3, Lewis Walton, for the Warriors. But those tip passes, that's where the ball can get intercepted. And Walton's lucky when he tipped it, it did not get intercepted.
Yeah, luckily there was nobody back behind him to pull that one down. Just right up off the palms of his hands and up in the air, but fell incomplete right at the goal line. Play clock running down to about 10 seconds. DeWeaver passes to the near side, complete at the 31. He finds a gap. Now we have 2 flags.
3 flags now on the play.
Runner dragged down at the 2-yard line, but that play is coming back.
I think that was about an obvious holding play if I've ever seen one.
I believe that's number 22, McCluskey, arguing that call a little bit, disagreeing with the call anyway with the head referee. But to no avail, that ball's coming back.
It looked like once the one flag was thrown, all 3 of the other ones just wanted to throw there. So
the flags were thrown at the 28-yard line. Now 27. So they're going to mark it out to the 37, looks like. Yep. So that is going to be, we're going to have about
3rd down,
18 yards to go.
3rd and 18?
Yeah.
For 2nd and 18?
3rd, I believe.
2nd and 19. So
Clock
this is
starts
where
again. Miamisburg home crowd likes that the result of that play. DeWeaver takes a snap. He drops back, has a receiver across the middle, complete to number 5.
That is
Tolliver. Tolliver shakes a couple tackles, finally wrapped up at the 15-yard line and dragged down. And that's going to be enough for a 1st down. And there are no flags on the field that I can see so far. Ref tells the chains to move, so that's a good play. 1st and 10, right on the Viking 15. The ball spotted on the far hash mark. Clock runs again. Now if the chains are set, DeWeaver once again in shotgun. 2 receivers to the top of the screen, 2 receivers to the lower side. DeWeaver drops back, looking for a man in the end zone. Looks to pass along the far sidelines. Complete. Looks like at about the 6-yard line.
That is Smith once again with another catch. Close to a 1st down for the Warriors.
And now the ref from here looks like he's going to spot it on the 10. I thought the receiver was further past that, but he may have gone out of bounds. I don't know if we'll be able to see that, if that showed up on the replay or not. So it looks like gain of, let's call it 6 yards, 7 yards. 2nd and about 3.5 or so, right on the 10. DeWeaver hands off, runner finds a gap in the middle, moves down to near the 5-yard line, still pushes on the pile. And let's see where the final spot's going to be. The ref on this side looks like he's going to mark it on the 5.
Which it'll be enough for a 1st down if it is.
Or darn close to it. You see exactly where they spot the ball from the We can't see exactly on the angle here. And it looks like they're going to call it just inches short. 3rd and inches. Clock runs again. DeWeaver in shotgun. You see 2 receivers to the far side. We've got 1 receiver down to the near side. Looks like number 3, Lewis Walton, kind of hanging out in Lonelyville down here, although we have another receiver coming in. Oh, nope, I called the wrong name. It might have been Tolliver before, and now Weaver coming down to the near side. Run up the middle, and that looks like number 34, I believe, Antoine Wilson.
As he is close to a touchdown and
stopped just outside the goal line, looks like.
I never saw the ref give the touchdown signal.
I didn't either. Oh, we have another Wayne touchdown. Didn't see the signal, but they've got it, so now they're ready to kick the extra point. Strong back to kick again. And it's good. So your score with 6:58 left to go in the first half. Warriors 28, Miamisburg 0. Miami Valley Communications Council Community Access Channel shows programs covering a variety of topics, including local history, cultural events and alternative news, entertainment, and various points of view. Have an idea of something we need to do a show on? Tag us in a post on social media and tell us about it. Want to do the show yourself? Come on in. Take our basic cable class offered every month on Wednesday nights. You'll get a hands-on learning experience led by our experienced staff. You'll learn how to shoot, edit, and more. Go to MVCC.net for more information. Tonight's game is sponsored by Miami Valley Adapted Sports. MVAS is a Paralympic sports club that provides recreational and competitive sporting opportunities for individuals with physical disabilities. Visit MiamiValleyAdaptedSports.org for more information. Kick from Wayne. Lower kick fielded at the 5-yard line.
That is Clark once again, and Clark's moving up the field with a head of motion. He's smacked hard, but stays up.
He got hit 4 or 5 times hard on that field, finally moves out to the 30, so he's got a nice 25-yard return, and I think he's going to feel that return in the morning. He got hit. Let's see if we can see the replay on here.
In the morning, he might feel that in about a couple minutes after the adrenaline wears down.
You'll see him takes the ball at the bottom of the screen, just at the 25. Now he gets hit hard once there. Twice.
Another one, and then another one in the back. So 3 hard hits, but Miamisburg starts out at the 30.
Run comes to the near side, handoff. Runner moves out to almost the 35. Stopped just shy of the 35. And that looks like number 8 running the ball. That is Jay Vinson. So he picks up 5, 2nd and 5 at the 35. Miamisburg's last couple series seems like they're able to open up some small gaps and run and get through for short gains, but just haven't been able to find that big enough gap to really break it open. Handoff went up the middle. The fake was to Vincent on the near side. Run went up the middle and out to the 38, almost the 39-yard line. So we're going to have 3rd and a long 1. Stopped by the interior line. Let's give some credit. Maybe go, was it Riegelsberger, number 30. Big sophomore kind of anchoring that defensive line for the Warriors.
Play clock's already down to 5.
Got it off just before it hit 0. Run comes to the near side, picks up the first down across the 40 to about the 43. That'll be 1st and 10 Vikings at their own 43-yard line.
That is 48. Dallas Howard getting the first down for the Vikings. I believe that's their first down of the game. So Miamisburg already has a first down on this drive. Maybe they want to add some points now too.
Wayne's defense shifts a little bit. Handoff goes across the middle and out to the 45-yard line. Picks up 2 yards. Gain of 2 will make 2nd and 8 at the 45. Warriors with a 28-point lead. I don't know at this point if you might want to go ahead. What do you think? Let Miamisburg score to keep it under that 30-point deficit, or do you want to go ahead and try and shut them out and build up some computer points for playoffs at the end of the year? I'm not quite sure what the coach might be thinking on here. Run comes out to the 49-yard line, picks up about another 5 yards, 6 yards.
I mean, the way that the defense is moving so far in this game, I mean, why try to let them? I mean, why let them score? I mean, I don't think once it gets in the playoff, computer points don't matter.
Right.
But I mean, just for seeding purposes, I mean, Wayne's number 3 in the state and number 1 in the Dayton area.
Runner is brought down in the backfield. That's number 5 that makes the tackle, Michael Tolliver. And number 8 was running the ball. Yeah, Jay Vinson got his number called and then got his pads dropped to the turf back at the 45. So loss of about 3 or 4 yards on the play. 4th and 7? Yeah.
Miamisburg looks like they're going to go for it, and right now, I mean, well, never mind.
I think they're going to send the punt team now.
Well, the way that Gray's been kicking it for the Vikings, maybe they can pin Wayne a little bit deeper here.
Back to punt's going to be number 54, Joel Gray. He used to be on Broadway. Heck of an actor and singer and dancer. Snap is back. Punt is up. High punt. And that's going to, it lands at the 25. Takes a roll and is going to be down at the 10-yard line. So Wayne will start out 1st and 10 at their 10. I think that's about the furthest back they've started maybe this game so far. So a nice punt from Gray there.
This is by far Wayne's worst starting field position of the night.
Pass is complete across the middle out to the 20, and runner goes out to the 20, or excuse me, receiver goes out to the 21. He's finally dragged down. That was number 22 making the catch, Daryl McCluskey.
I wonder if he's any relation to McCluskey Chevrolet.
I don't know. He's been trucking along all night. I'm not sure if that's any relation or not, but he's had a good game so far. We were talking about Wayne's playoff run the last couple years. Last year to get to the state championship, they had to beat Elder, Dublin Kaufman, Lakota West, and then Cincinnati Moeller to end up playing against St. Edward
as
in the
Wilcox
championship
has
game.
A hole on the outside, and it's a foot race to the end zone.
And he's got the lead, and I think he's pulling away as he gets closer to the end zone. And I don't see any flags. That is another Warrior touchdown.
And that puts Wayne up the 30 points that's needed for the excelled play clock. So Miamisburg either needs to score now or right after halftime to keep the...
Yeah, kind of put it back into regular play again.
Wilcox he had one big hole on the outside, and that's all they needed, and it was just a foot race to the end zone. And
he had a nice run. I don't think anybody was within 3 or 4 yards of him for about the last 40 yards of his run. And he was pulling away at the end.
Yeah, and that just shows pure speed.
Mm-hmm.
Strong now on at his 5th extra point of the game.
And it's good.
So Wayne now up 35-0 over the hometown team, Miamisburg Vikings. But you were saying before that big run, that's no easy run through the playoffs for the Warriors. I mean, Dublin, Kaufman, Moeller. You said Elder.
Lakota West, yeah.
Lakota West.
Yeah. Elder, Dublin, Kaufman, Lakota West, Moeller, and then to play St. Edwards in the championship game. And St. Edwards beat them by 10, 31-21. But that was a heck of a run after they already had a tight schedule or busy schedule, hard schedule throughout the season, and only one loss, going 9-1 for the season. Wayne already earlier this year ended up playing on ESPNU Labor Day weekend, September 6th against Cincinnati Moeller. Came out with a win on that game, 24-22, although the game almost changed hands at the end. It was an exciting finish to the game.
Yeah, I remember watching that one from home. It was just a good game. I mean, earlier it looked like Wayne was just going to dominate as they had put Moeller down to their third-string quarterback early in that game. And the quarterback came out at halftime and really put the team on his shoulders, adding 3 scores, and still only losing by 2 when they could have been blown out.
Yeah, and are almost able to get it at the end, but just couldn't quite hold on at the end there. So once again, Strong back to kick. He may be pretty tired leg by the end of the night. He's had a lot of good kicks. That ball's fielded at the 5-yard line.
As Clark has the hole on the outside, and Clark gets the team out to about the 33 once again.
Yeah.
I mean, Wayne or Miamisburg has the blocking that they need for the kickoff return.
There's a replay on the kick. Nice return out to the 32-yard line. It's about a 27-yard return. Play clock starts. 1st and 10 Vikings at the 32.
Just under 2.5 minutes left in this first half of play.
Vincent goes in motion to the far side. Run goes up the middle and nowhere. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. We're going to have 2nd 10 still at the 32. Tolliver making the tackle on that play. That's number 5 on the Warrior roster. Quarterback under center, keeps it, rolls to the left, looking for a receiver, passes, and over the head of the receiver.
Looked like that was intended to Clark out of the backfield.
Incomplete. It's going to make it 3rd and 10 from the 32. Incomplete will stop the clock and give them just a little bit more time to try and find some sort of flaw to exploit. Not able to do much so far.
I thought that the OHSA had that rule of you're up 30 or more, or is that not? Oh, it's not until the second half.
Pass it again, going to the far sideline, and once again overthrows the receiver by about 5 yards. That pass falls incomplete near the 35-yard line of Wayne, but that'll make it 4th and 10 from the 32. And in comes the kicking team.
Tonight's game is also brought to you by Frickers. Frickers remind you that it is the home for fun food, sports, and spirits. In all of our numerous Miami Valley locations is Frickers. Frickers reminds you that they are open late night or early day, so stop on by after or before the game.
Short punt coming to the near side. Field
it's off his hands.
And Miamisburg recovers. He's still on his feet.
He's trying.
Finally dropped at the 19-yard line. That goes into the hands of, who is that?
That is number 6. That is
Aurelius Walters.
Aurelius Walters. I am sorry if I butcher that name, but he just made a big play for the Vikings to put them. Is that close to the red zone?
Yeah, they're inside it. Okay. Watch here. It looks like Tolliver is back to field the ball. It bounces off him, and Walters grabs it, runs inside. Oh, correction. That was Messiah Weaver. Carpenter?
I think all the Wayne Warriors, the numbers look the same.
Yeah.
I don't think they'd put their quarterback out there to return punts.
That's what I was wondering, but yeah. Anyway, so it bounced off him. Miamisburg now in the best field position they've had all night. 1st and 10 at the 19. Play clock is running. Quarterback takes the snap, hands off, run is up the middle and to the 15-yard line.
That is Jay Vinson.
Gain of 4 on the play is going to make it 2nd and 6 at the 15. You could hear the whole crowd come alive at that one. See if they can get it across the plane and into the end zone here before halftime. We've got 1:05 on the clock, and it's running. 2nd and 6 from the 15. Schoenberger under center. 2 runners in the back.
Hands off to Vincent once again.
He
Vincent
finds a
has
gap.
one hole, and Vincent's into the end zone.
There, he found that gap we were just talking about.
As Miamisburg breaks the goose egg on the board and pulls out 6.
Vincent cut to the right, cut back inside a little bit, then went back to the outside down toward the bottom of your screen if we watch on the replay, and is able to go 15 yards. There you see Vincent with the ball. He goes to the 15, cuts back to the outside, and goes right into the end zone untouched
a little bit
in the
of
last 5 or 10 yards.
Shake and bake on that one. So Miamisburg really has all momentum on their side. They score there. I mean, just 46 seconds left, and they get the ball to start the second half. Maybe that punt was the play that the Vikings needed to turn this game around.
The kick is up and good.
I mean, if you can hear the crowd, you think it was tied at 35. But, I mean, anything can happen in the second half. I mean, Miamisburg's defense finally stepped up, and you can see it's a, what would you call it, a neon out?
I think so, yeah. That's just over to our left a little bit, the student section there for the Miamisburg Vikings.
Bright colors.
I think before the game looked like they were having a senior parent recognition night. A lot of the parents out there on the field after many, many years of hard work and lots of hours spent going to and from practices, games, performances, all over the place.
I always want to sing this song.
Go to our website, MVCC.net, to find a schedule for rebroadcasts of this game or other games throughout the season. While you're there, check out other cool features such as class information, staff bios, and information about what MVCC really does to make sure you get the best viewing experience. Visit MVCC.net now.
And looks like that is number 3. Lewis Walton's hit hard at the 25.
He's dragged down, I believe it's number 62, Clayton Rush, brought him down, and that is right at the 30-yard line. So not a bad start for the Warriors. 1st and 10 at their own 30. Here's the replay. Ball comes down and is fielded at the 15. And then he comes out and gets stopped right at the 30. So 15-yard return on the play. DeWeaver takes shotgun snap. He passes across the middle. It's complete. Receiver moves out and is brought down at, let's say, the 41, maybe 42. Looks like it's going to be spotted at the 42. So that picks up another Warrior first down. 1st and 10, 35 seconds left. Clock now runs again. DeWeaver looks for receiver across the middle. At the far hash mark, he breaks free of his tackler.
Tackle. And
he's off to the races. We've got a flag now at the 40.
I think that was a flag on Miamisburg's bench. And that's the sideline violation is what it looked like.
He went about 50 or 55 yards on that run after reception.
What a great pass by quarterback Messiah DeWeaver. So the funny thing about him is that he actually verbally committed to the University of Michigan when Brady Hoke was there. But since Brady Hoke left and Jim Harbaugh took over, he decommitted from the university, and now he is committed to the rival Michigan State. So next year it should be very interesting to see what happens when he goes to Michigan State. But until then, we're just going to have to wait and see what happens and finish off the rest of the season here. So now back to you, Jared.
Yeah, sideline warning against Miamisburg. So the flag warned them off a little bit. The touchdown is good. Strong is back to kick once again. He's had a heck of a night so far. Very busy evening for him. And just like that, the momentum shifts again. Kick is up and good. A strong performance from number 71, Nate Strong.
Well, that kind of took all the air out of the Miamisburg home side.
21 seconds left to go in the first half. The bands are getting ready, warmed up on the sideline. We will see the Wayne Warrior Marching Band come out and perform first, followed by your Miamisburg Viking Marching Band. Both bands always do a phenomenal show. Very good bands to stay and watch during halftime, or if they do their post-game performance. And again, I believe they're probably at least one, if not both, will be competing this weekend in the Bands of America competition.
But still 21 seconds left. I mean, anything, if Clark can get a big return here, it opens up the playbook for a little bit of a Hail Mary. But if not, I think Miamisburg will just come out and take a knee.
Strong back for the kickoff again from the 40-yard line. And the kick is up. Nice line drive kick, fielded at the 4-yard line.
He looked like he just ran right into the...
Is that Vincent again? Moves out to the 27, looks like. So a 22-yard return on the play. First and 10 Vikings from their own 27. 14 seconds left on the clock, so time for one, maybe two plays, depending on what they do. So what do you think the discussions will be in the locker room at halftime?
Really, Wayne, I think they just have to keep on what they're doing. Miamisburg might have to start airing it out a lot more and really abandon that running game, especially now that, I mean, they're down 35, so that excelled play clock will continue.
Flag before the snap.
Penalty against Miamisburg.
Yeah. I didn't see anybody move. I'm not sure if they had delay a game on that one. It cost them 5 yards. They're back to the 27 now. Or excuse me, 22. Schoenberger once again coming in from the sideline with the play. Play clock at 15 and counting. Vikings come to the line. Once again, looks like they're going to run the ball, as they have been most of the night. Looks like one receiver kind of set out a little bit to the far side, top of the screen. Handoff goes around to the far side. Picks up the block. He's got a little bit of room. Cuts inside the defender and is finally pushed out of bounds. Looks like near the 48-yard line.
5 seconds left. Now Schoenberger has the arm to put it into the end zone.
Ball spotted at the 46, just inside the 47. First and 10. There's the replay. Schoenberger gets the call, and we've got 5 seconds left. Play clock is running. Game clock will start on the snap. Play clock now at 10 and counting. Schoenberger under center, one receiver to the near side. Schoenberger drops back, passes across the middle, and falls incomplete.
And that will do it for the first half of play. Miamisburg adds a touchdown in this second quarter, but Wayne adds two, up 42-7 going into the break.
An exciting first half. We thought before it'd be a lot of Wayne activity. So far it has been. Miamisburg is not out of it, though. They're showing some signs of life. Hopefully they can pick it up a little bit in the second half. Should be an exciting second half of football to watch. Here, Game 5 of the Miami Valley Communications Council Game of the Week.
We're going to toss it on over to the bands, and we'll see you after, or we'll talk to you after halftime.
For Jared Bergstrom, myself, Michael Sliger, enjoy the halftime show. right, welcome back. We are now lined up, getting ready for the kickoff, and here it goes for the second half. Once again, we are Wayne Warriors at Miamisburg Vikings.
An onside kick is recovered by the Berg.
Vikings have the ball, starting off a strong beginning to the second half. Vikings have the ball, 1st and 10 at the Wayne 45. We have one player for Wayne shaken up on the play, but he's back on his feet. Low kick bouncing along the ground, fielded by the Vikings.
That's how you start the second half off right. When you're down by 35, you pull out something that they don't think they'll expect. Kind of like what Sean Payton did in the Super Bowl against the Colts years ago. Started the second half with an onside kick, and they went on to win the game.
An exciting start. Home crowd is fired up. Going to adjust the game clock a little bit. 11:55 now on the clock. 1st and 10 Miamisburg at the Wayne 45.
We do have some halftime scores for our other MVCC sister cities.
Let's just a second here. Handoff goes up the middle.
That is Vincent with a big run.
Vincent comes down to the 40, so he's going to pick up 5. 2nd and 5 at the 40. What you got from halftime?
Fairmont is leading Greenville, and that was at the half, 17-0. Wayne is leading Miamisburg 42-7. Elder is up Centerville 35-24. Springboro is up 21-7 over Northmont. West Carrollton and Toledo Scott are tied at 0. Middletown, Madison, and Oakwood were tied at 0, and Valley View is leading Franklin 7-0.
Schoenberger under center, hands it off. Runner goes to the left-hand side and is stopped about a yard shy of the line of scrimmage. Loss of 1. That'll make it 3rd and 6 from the 41. Not much there. Wayne was able to sniff out that pretty easily and put a stop to it before the runner went anywhere.
This is where Miamisburg needs to capitalize. They had the big onside kick to recover to start this drive and start the second half. You need to pick up the first down here to keep this drive alive to get yourself back into the game. Schoenberger hands off to Vincent. Vincent looking for a hole and has nothing.
I think he lost another yard on that play. Back it looks like the 42 now.
And it looks like Miamisburg's going to go for it as Schoenberger is over here talking to the coach.
Looks like number 25, Danielle Denson, in on that play, helping put a stop to the run. 4th and 7 now, back at the 43, 42, right around there.
I think this is where Schoenberger, if he doesn't have the wide open pass down the field, he has to use his legs to try to pick up this first down to keep at least a...
But so far, that interior line has just been closing up and not allowing any yardage. He's back to pass, finds a guy open across the middle.
Has the receiver.
And he's down at the 25. Now we have a flag at the end of the play. We'll see what the penalty is going to be.
And it looks like
he had a clean catch, and then the penalty was as he was being dragged down. Let's see what they're going to call. Ball still spotted right now on the 25-yard line.
Personal foul, face mask. Well, that's not a face mask.
No.
I don't know. He looked like he pointed the helmet. The helmet hit, maybe.
Could be.
But that's another 15. Is it 15 more yards for?
Personal foul, 15, yeah. Okay, illegal helmet contact is the call.
So that puts Miamisburg down to the...
They are, looks like, from the spot of the foul, so now the ball is spotted at the 13-yard line. 1st and 10. Clock is now running again.
And with this score, that would stop the clock from being accelerated the rest of the game.
Run goes up the middle and goes nowhere.
That looks like Dallas Howard for the Vikings with about maybe a gain of 1. Maybe got back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, I think just back about to the line of scrimmage was all. 2nd and 10.
Tonight's MVCC Week 5 Game of the Week is brought to you by Frickers. Frickers reminds you that that every day they are open late night, so stop on by after the game.
Vincent takes the ball, almost finds a gap, but is wrapped up from behind and is dropped at the 10-yard line. Tackle made by number 7, that is Tobias Gilliam.
So 3rd down and...
Yeah, it looks like 6. They're now at the 9-yard line.
So they can get a first down without a touchdown. I mean, even though Miamisburg's moving the ball quickly, with them being down 35, we're already down. 7:45 left in the third quarter. So really, they need to get the score here.
Wayne's line jumped, but was able to reset.
Vincent
Hands off,
spin
goes to the
moves.
far side, and
But
looks
I
like he
don't
didn't really gain much of anything on that play.
Maybe a gain of 1 or 2 on the play. Now it is 4th down and
Yeah, he's just back to the line of scrimmage. It looks like back to the 9 again, so no
6.
gain there.
so Miamisburg has nothing to do but go for it. You see Schoenberger trot into the picture.
Thank you once again to Frickers for powering this broadcast tonight here on the Miami Valley Communications Council.
Schoenberger targeting the end zone.
Tipped away, and it looked like number 2, Richard Carpenter, I think, tipped that ball away. Incomplete.
Looked like it was intended to 84 Brian Corbett. So with the turnover on downs, Wayne will take over from their own 9-yard line. Maybe the Miamisburg defense can step up here and maybe either get the ball back or maybe get a turnover with excellent field position for the Vikings.
Clock now running again. Once again, as we were mentioning, thank you to Frickers for powering our broadcast tonight, also donating the T-shirts, which have been handed out, and for providing food to the hospitality area. Thank you once again.
That is Frederick Pitts with maybe a 2-yard gain.
Ball now spotted. Looks like about the 12-yard line.
So a gain of 3.
Gain of 3, yeah. 2nd and 7 at the 12.
Looks like DeWeaver dropped his mouthpiece and shakes it off. It puts,
Some extra game flavor on there. Just put some of that Frickers wing sauce on there later. That'll freshen it up a little bit. Carry goes out to the ball carry
out.
still moving, yeah, out to, looks like the 26-yard line. So that's going to pick up a Warrior first down.
Also, thank you to Miami Valley Adapted Sports for sponsoring the MVCC Game of the Week again this year. Miami Valley Adapted Sports is a Paralympic sports club that provides recreational and competitive sporting opportunities for individuals with physical disabilities. For more information, visit MiamiValleyAdaptedSports.net.
Pass comes to the near sideline, is complete, and then the receiver moves out just across the 25. Short gain on the play, not much. He's wrapped up and dragged down by the leg. So still pretty much, we'll still call it 2nd and 10 from the 26.
Look how tall number 65 was.
Mm-hmm.
Devon Alexander, a 6'5", 315-pound defensive lineman.
Wow.
I think I'd feel pretty good with that.
Handoff toward the near side. Runner comes out to the 30 and is dragged down at the sideline. Clock stays running.
That is Antoine Wilson with the ball carry for the Warriors. And it'll
Tackle
be
made by number 59, Jacob Brown.
3rd down and 10.
3rd and 6.
Kind of a high.
3rd and 6 from the 30.
The scoreboard's not keeping up with the game, I guess.
Quarterback in shotgun, takes the ball. Hands off. Runner comes to the near side again, crosses the 30, and is stopped at the 32. Wrapped up by number 7, Xavier Jones.
That is Josh Foster with maybe a gain of 1 for the Warriors.
Yeah. Looks like we're going to have 4th and 4. And it looks like the Warriors are going to go ahead and come in and punt.
That'll be the first time I think that the Warriors have punted tonight. So we'll see how good the Miamisburg punt coverage and return team is, as looks like
number 32, Devon Calloway, back to receive for the Vikings, back at the 36-yard line. And we have timeout Miamisburg. Hope you enjoyed the halftime performances. Nice performances from both marching bands out there. Miamisburg doing a circus theme and Wayne doing their Superman show. Nice sounds from both groups.
Yeah, and I did hear over the PA system that they both are competing tomorrow.
Okay.
I think Miamisburg is at Bowling Green and Wayne will be at the Bands of America at UD.
Okay.
So maybe they both can bring back wins for the local area.
Everybody working their way toward heading over to Indianapolis for the finals later in the season.
I had the privilege to go one year to that, and that's like thousands of bands over a 3-day weekend period. And if I could go back, I would go back again.
Punt is up, high kick. That's going to be fielded at the 35, 36.
Did not call for a fair catch, and I do not know why, as he was hit immediately by 8 Wayne defenders. First one to make contact was number 11, True Davis.
Callaway fields the ball and is brought down. Ball spotted now at the 35-yard line. They'll take over 1st and 10. Vikings being they. Miamisburg 1st and 10. Warriors with a 35-point lead. Miamisburg looking to try and get back into the game as best they can.
Or at least score to make the game clock stop running.
Right. Run a little bit more real time rather than the accelerated.
We are now under 3 minutes left in this third quarter. Schoenberger hands off to Vincent. Vincent had a hole and then filled up quickly.
He moves out to looks like the 37, maybe the 38. So a short gain on the play, 2 or 3 yards forward progress there.
I don't know if Miamisburg really has the receivers that can go out and maybe challenge his Wayne defenders to catch a pass.
So far, we haven't seen it. A couple passes here and there, but not much. A couple attempts, but haven't had very much luck with it so far this evening.
And if Miamisburg makes a playoff run, which I expect them to do, I mean, they're 4-0 now, entering conference play.
Handoff goes up the middle and back out to about the line of scrimmage again. If anything, maybe a yard on the play.
And you have to have a good receiving team or receiving core on your team to make a playoff run deep as you go, as Dayton areas play the Cincinnati team areas first. And Cincinnati does air the ball out a lot with the power run game. And Miamisburg has the running game, but so far this season, I have not really seen them with the passing game, which they need to make a playoff run.
But a couple weeks ago when we were here at the game against Troy, seems like they had a little bit better passing evening that night. Pass once again falls incomplete. Intended for, who's that, number 4 here on the sideline, Josh Walker. And just beyond his reach. So incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th and long. Vikings will come out to punt again. Yeah, if I remember right, though, in the Troy game, seems like they did a better job passing the ball and picking up some nice gains through the air as well. Tonight they just have not had that luck, unfortunately.
And in that Troy game, though, I think it was a lot more of maybe screen passes. And tonight Wayne has really shut down everything in the backfield. Another great punt by Gray.
Fielded at the 20-yard line, maybe the 19.
Gray has a block on the outside. Makes one defender meet.
And moves out to, looks like he's going to be spotted down at the 42-yard line.
Brought down by Callaway for the Vikings, and that tackle might have saved a touchdown. But if you can see, it looked like
the defense kind of drops back.
Yeah, they
don't
just
even
stopped.
put pressure on the kicker.
I mean, with only one Viking back there to defend, I mean, right there was a huge hole that he squirted through, and Callaway just wraps him up by the knees, and that would have been a touchdown for Wayne if he didn't do that.
Yeah, number 81, Noah Pastrana, looks like he first got a hand on him, slowed him down a little bit, and Callaway able to drop him the rest of the way. So we have 1st and 10 from the 42-yard line for the Wayne Warriors. Quarterback in shotgun once again. 2 receivers to the far side, to the near side. Pass goes to the far sideline, to the far hash mark, and falls incomplete. Intended, looks like, for number 22, and that is Darryl McCluskey. Called his name a few times tonight.
Both offensively and defensively. And now we'll go back to the sidelines with Emily Gay, who has some information on offensive lineman Josh Myers, who has really stepped up his game tonight and overall on the season.
So So that was a great block by junior offensive lineman Josh Myers. So an interesting fact about him is that he is actually the #1 offensive lineman recruit for the country right now. He already committed to the Ohio State University for the class of 2017, and he is the first one of the 2017 class to even commit at all. So you should definitely keep an eye out for him tonight. He's making a ton of amazing blocks. Definitely watching out for his quarterback. So tonight, keep your eye on Josh Myers. Now back to you, Jared.
Thank you, Emily. And that is the end of the third quarter.
That's a quick quarter.
Really, the big play there was Miamisburg onsiding the ball to start the second half, but
then weren't able to capitalize on it.
Could not capitalize. And right now, going into the final fourth quarter play, Warriors up 42-7 over the hometown Vikings. Tonight's game is brought to you by Miami Valley Adapted Sports and Frickers. Frickers reminds you that they are the last stop before you head home tonight. So then they remind you that they are ready for whenever you are. So stop on by after the game tonight for many of our numerous Miami Valley locations.
Home of fun food, sports, and spirits. Visit Frickers.
And also, Miami Valley Adapted Sports is sponsoring us once again this year. MVAS is a Paralympic sports club that provides recreational and competitive sporting opportunities for individuals with physical disabilities Visit MiamiValleyAdaptedSports.org for more information. And I believe we might have a game scheduled for the professional basketball or professional wheelchair basketball for Moraine.
Runner finds a gap, moves across midfield, and is stopped and brought down at the 37-yard line after picking up a big first down.
That is number 20, Josh Foster. Not really calling his name much in the first half, but here in the second half with Wayne up 35, time to give the backups some playing time.
Yeah. 1st and 10 at the 37. Quarterback in shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side. Handoff goes to the far side. He finds a gap and moves down, looks like to the 15.
Another tackle and down inside the 10, or in the 5. No, I have one ref marking him out.
Yeah, about the 9 or 10 yard line.
That was Antoine Wilson with some nice running moves down the sideline for the Warriors.
Clock starts to run again.
So 1st and goal from the 9. Wayne looks to add another score.
And now we have official timeout on the field. Have an equipment malfunction in the Miamisburg backfield. That's now fixed. Play clock resets. Game clock starts. Handoff goes up the middle. Now to the far side a little bit.
That is Frederick Pitts that rushes into the end zone for another Warriors touchdown. And Isaiah Trice has come into the game now as quarterback for the Warriors as he replaces Messiah DeWeaver. So
I think you're ready to stop at Frickers and recharge after the game.
So Strong is on to kick another extra point for the Warriors tonight.
So far he's 6 for 6, going for 7 for 7.
And
Up
7
and good.
for 7.
Yep. Go to our website, MVCC.net, to find a schedule of rebroadcasts of this game and others. While you're there, check out other cool features such as class information, staff bios, and information about what MVCC really does to make sure you get the best viewing experience. Visit MVCC.net now. If you have other questions, call the Miami Valley Communications Council at 438-8887 or visit www.mvcc.net. Once again, tonight's broadcast is being filmed and broadcast by students from the Kettering-Fairmont Interactive Media class. They have classes throughout the day as far as what to do, how to do it. They work with the Miami Valley Communications Council's instructors, and then they come out to the various games throughout the Miami Valley and broadcast for the 7 different cities which are part of the Miami Valley Communications Council. So everyone's volunteers. Most of the people are students. The MVCC staff instructs them on what to do, how to do it, and they get some valuable live firsthand experience. And that leads them into a nice, hopefully beneficial college career or career after college or whatever they'd like to do. So it's nice to see the kids get the firsthand experience doing this. Strong back to kick off again from the 40.
We have a flag on the play. Offsides on Wayne, which you don't really see on a kickoff. And it looks like Jay Minton wants a...
He's going to bring the ball back 5 yards to the 35 and line up for the kick again. I don't think that's really going to hurt him, though. Strong's been able to get it down deep into the end zone, so maybe he'll be able to kick it and just keep it just on the outside of the goal line this time. That may actually hurt Miamisburg in the long run, depending on the kick and the return, but they might be able to pin him deeper in, back further behind than the 20. Strong comes up, boots the ball. Line drive kick fielded at the 7-yard line.
Clark makes 2 defenders miss and has some nifty footwork and gets down to the 30.
So 23-yard return. Vikings will take over 1st and 10. Looks like they're going to spot the ball at the 31. So 24-yard return. Clock starts once again. We're now down to 9:57 and counting. Play clock is running. Vikings back to line, quarterback under under center. He hands off to the far side. Runner moves out to, looks like the 33, and then is hit and driven backwards. The progress will be out to the 33, almost the 34. And a couple yard gain on the play.
I did hear, though, at halftime that Channel 2 has made Miamisburg's band the band of the week for Operation Football. Look how tall 58 is compared to the rest of the offensive line.
Quarterback pass complete to number 4 on the near side. He is immediately stopped. Pass was complete to Josh Walker, number 4. And then it looks like number 44 initially makes the stop. That is, where do we have here? I don't have 44 on my roster.
We'll say, Wendell Wheeler for the
Warriors.
Warriors. We need to go to Frickers.
There you go, yeah.
So 3rd down and 4 from the 36-yard line.
Remember, too, if you're watching this broadcast on your community access channel, you can also visit MVCC.net and stream not only this game, but other games from the previous games of the week or later on in the season if you'd like to watch some of those. The full schedule is on MVCC.net, website of the Miami Valley Communications Council. Click on the streaming media down toward the bottom of the screen. Click on whichever game of the week you'd like to watch or other sporting events or city events, whatever you'd like to watch, and watch it there at your leisure. 1st and 10 Vikings at the 46-yard line. Handoff. Runner comes to the near side, moves out to just shy of the 50, and is stopped.
Brought down by Damon Pitts for the Warriors.
Looks like a gain of 2 will make it 2nd and 8 at the 49.
So just at 7.5 minutes left in this 4th quarter. Miamisburg trying to moving up the field.
Had luck with that, success with that pass there. Quarterback drops back again. He's being chased. He's got to get rid of that ball.
Incomplete pass, but...
Yep, it goes out of bounds back at about the 35-yard line.
I think that the Wayne sidelines want an intentional grounding call. But I think Schoenberger was well outside of the tackle box.
Right. So he wisely threw it away rather than taking the 15-yard sack. So now we have 3rd and 8 from the 49. Clock still running. Schoenberger comes in with the play.
6:36 left in the ball game. 3rd down and 8.
And once again, we're here at Harmon Field in Miamisburg. Although I know Miamisburg is working on a program looking to build a brand new facility sometime in the near future. Schoenberg keeps the ball, comes to the near sideline, crosses the 50, and is pushed out of bounds at about the 46. He's pushed out, looks like by number 52.
That is Antonine Pollard. I'm sorry if I butchered that name, as Michael is laughing at me.
I'm just enjoying a good football game. So we have 4th and 2 at the 45 now. Once again, we mentioned about Miamisburg working on a program to build a brand new facility elsewhere in the community. So we'll see in the next year or so how that comes to fruition. Hopefully, you may hear us broadcasting from a new game and be able to visit the Miamisburg teams at a brand new facility soon.
Anthony Vincent has a big hole to the outside, and it'll be a foot race to the end zone. He's down to the 10, inside, maybe close to the 6. That is Vincent with a nice run on 4th down to move the chains into the red zone for the Vikings.
Tackle on the play by 23.
That is Damon Pitts for the Warriors. So it'll be 1st and goal from the 9. I thought he got up the field before he stepped out.
Miamisburg comes back to the line. 1 wide receiver at the bottom of your screen. 2 running backs in the backfield. Handoff goes up the middle. He's got room.
Schoenberger hands off to Howard.
It looks like he moves down to near the 2 or 3 yard line.
Yeah, it'll be different. I mean, we have one more game here for Game of the Week is Springboro at Miamisburg for Week 9. But it'll be different. I mean, Harmon Field's been the football field for the Vikings as long as they've had one.
Yeah.
It'll be interesting and kind of sad to see the old field go away. As Vincent gets the carry, and he gets into the end zone.
Yep. He's got about a 3-yard rushing touchdown right there. Found a gap, was able to keep his legs pumping, moved around to the left-hand side at the bottom of your field, and across the plane into the end zone for the Vikings. Most of the home crowd now on its feet, excited to see some offensive success.
As that puts the score now 49-13 in favor of the Warriors. As Gray is on to attempt, no, that is not Gray. That is Blake Middleton on to attempt the extra point and drills it through the uprights. You think Miamisburg will onside it again?
Can't hurt to try it.
No.
They can always, give it a shot, see how it works. Maybe they can use that to their advantage later on in the season, even if it doesn't help them too much now.
Yeah, I mean,
it gives them a chance to get a live practice play in against a strong team.
Yeah, and you know what to do if you need it in a later game situation. See the Warriors band. They've always had a big band.
Yeah.
Tonight's MVCC High School Football Game of the Week, powered by Frickers, is being recorded by the Miami Valley Communications Council and interactive media students from Kettering Fairmont High School. Tonight we are also sponsored by Frickers and Miami Valley Adapted Sports. Kind of a squib kick. And recovered by Antoine Wilson for the Warriors at about the 30-yard line. So with 3:47 left in the ball game, which I don't understand.
Now the clock's running again, yeah. It started again once they got the ball set and teams come back out. Play clock's running now at 20. Quarterback and shotgun, 3 receivers to the near side, 1 receiver to the far side of the top of your screen. Handoff goes up the middle, follows a blocker around to the left-hand side, and it looks like out to the 32. Gains about a yard, maybe a yard and a half on the play. So we'll call it 2nd and 8 from the 33.
Looks like we have a shootout going down in Elder as Centerville scores another touchdown, and they are now down 42-32.
Quarterback pitches the near side, ball's loose. That's incomplete. Had that just far enough ahead of him to be a forward pass. That drop is incomplete. So we'll have 3rd and 8 from the 33. Wayne comes back to the line. Play being called in from the sideline. Quarterback again in shotgun. High snap. Hands off up the middle. And the runner is stopped immediately.
That is, we've said his name all night. Now I'm drawing a blank. Josh Myers with the tackle. So with 1:55 left in the ball game, Wayne will be out to punt, and Miamisburg will get 1 possession left.
4th and 9 now at the 31. 1:43 and running on the clock. Receiver for the Vikings fields the ball at the 37. He drops it. The ball, it's still loose. Wayne looks like they are going to have recovered. It's Wayne ball at the 33-yard line.
Looks like it is recovered by number 80. That is, I do not have an 80.
It was dropped by number 6, Aurelius Walters. Landed on by the Warriors, yes, and then bounced loose a couple times again, and finally landed on by the Warriors, and they have possession 1st and 10 at the Miamisburg 33. Clock starts once again. So Warriors come back out to the line of scrimmage. And just over a minute left, 1:10 and counting. Quarterback and shotgun, 3 receivers near side, 1 to the far side. Run goes up the middle, picks up about 4 yards. Now we have a late flag in the backfield. Holding call against Wayne. That stops the clock with 40. Oh, no, does not stop the clock. 42 seconds and counting. They're going to mark off the yardage. That's going to bring the ball back to the 47-yard line.
So with just 25 seconds left in the game, I think, well, I guess, Wayne, do they really have to snap it?
Yeah, they've play clock's just a little bit under the game clock. Quarterback keeps, he fakes the handoff, he finds a gap, runs across the middle and back out to the 33-yard line.
Trice gets back to the original line of scrimmage, and that run looks like it will take us down to the end of the game. So for MVCC Game of the Week, week number 5, the undefeated Wayne Warriors come into the undefeated Miamisburg Vikings and come out with an impressive win, 49-14. It ends the Vikings' undefeated season, but maybe it adds them that they know how to play defensively against a stronger opponent.
Right. That may help pay off for them later in the season. So the Miamisburg played well tonight, just unable to kind of compete at the same level as Wayne did. But that's, it's still good. Nice to see their program doing well. They're doing better than they had a few years ago. I'm sure they can build on this and use it later on in the season as well. They've had a good season so far, and I'm sure will continue to do so. Wayne looking strong as usual, now 5-0. Have a couple strong games coming up against them. Springfield, Fairmont, Northmont, Beaver Creek, and then closing out the season against Centerville. So a big win. There's the schedule on there.
Next week we will be Fairmont at Centerville for an MVCC rivalry game, and it is also the big Spirit Chain charity game.
Money raised for charity by both schools. They compete to see who can raise the most money. Centerville seems to typically come out on top in that game as far as the football game, but Fairmont in the past has been pretty consistent as far as raising more money than Centerville has for the charity. So it's always an exciting game and a fun atmosphere to enjoy at Centerville Stadium or Fairmont Stadium when those two teams play.
I'm Jared Bergstrom alongside Michael Sliger. Thank you and good night.
Have a good night.